Hey, it's Big Game James McCarty, the sports director at Flag Family Media. We're here now with Dragon women's basketball head coach Karla Nelson. Coach, last week you had a split with your couple of squads you played in Crookston and Bemidji State. Two really hard-fought games overall, and really kind of two different ways it seems as though your team's outcomes went. What do you think went into the win one game and then that loss the other night?
Well, certainly the win against Crookston, I thought we shared the ball. We moved the ball really well, found the open person, and we knocked some shots down. And then defensively, I thought we were pretty good, especially in the first half against Crookston. And, of course, rebounded. That was the big story, right? At Bemidji, just really felt like the minute we stepped off the bus, just didn't seem like there was a lot of energy. And I thought, honestly, Bemidji came out and played really well. And you have to give them credit, and we didn't match them at all on either end.
Yeah, I mean, they just played really well over the last couple of weeks, and they're figuring some things out as well. But
Sure.
Trying to look at a positive note for your squad and seeing everything that's kind of transpired over the last couple of months, what do you think this team is doing the most consistently to this point of the season?
Well, I definitely think, we've rebounded the ball fairly well. And I think defensively we always worked hard. At Bemidji in particular, I just thought we broke down way too much. Ended up, really losing gap responsibilities, and just didn't really do a good job. But before that, I think we have defended fairly well, allowed ourselves to stay in games. The thing that we have to get better at is becoming better shooters. We are shooting. We're shooting a very poor percentage. I mean, I can't really hide it. You can look at the stats. There are games where we have shot well, but that is an area that we're going to have to keep working on this year, and then bringing in kids next year that can knock shots down. And that's the goal. You got to knock shots down.
Now looking forward to this week. You have a Thursday matchup at home against Minot State, a Saturday game where you're going to go to Bismarck and take on UMary. You bested Minot the first time around in their place. Now you have a crack at them back home. And then you go to UMary now, and this time I'm sure you're planning on not spotting them 30 points in the first half. So what are the two challenges that both of these games present, and what do you think you need to do to be successful this weekend?
I think the Minot game, you can't really even look back at the Minot game as a game before Christmas, and I don't think Minot played very well. I think they've played a lot better since. I think they've had games where they've played extremely well and then probably have struggled just like us. But I expect them to come here and give us a great effort. They have a lot to play for just as we do. So I expect it to be a good battle. And then heading to Bismarck, right now Mary's probably one of the top 4 teams in the league, and arguably has the Player of the Year candidate in Lexi Schneider, who's having a great season. And then they have a great supporting cast. And, when you go into Bismarck, always a tough place to play. Those fans seem to know how to get under my skin a little bit there. So I look forward to it. I think it's a great challenge for us. We're going to have to try to do the best we can to control tempo, because here we did not do that very well until the second half, and then we controlled the second half. But they got us down way too early. So hopefully we don't get down by 30. But, when you go there and if you don't defend well and they get hot, you could end up in that very same situation.
And you had brought it up. So in closing with Lexi Schneider, she now officially this week 5-time Conference Player of the Week, I believe 8 times in her career. And there's a pretty solid supporting cast around her as well that's pretty darn experienced at this point. How do you kind of approach that, go about it, and try and be a little bit more successful against them this time, especially knowing that you're going to be in a hostile environment?
Well, yeah, I think the environment will be great. We'll have to go down, and again, like I said, we'll have to try to control tempo and be as solid as we can defensively, and then hopefully knock down some shots. But you're going to have to defend. You're going to have to rebound. I think they're rebounding the ball very well. Riley Watch, I think, is playing really well, the Fargo kid. She does a little of everything for them and really makes them a better basketball team when she plays that way. So we'll have to be ready, but first, we got to worry about Thursday and taking care of a really good Minot team and on our home floor.
Awesome. Well, Coach, thank you for coming to your time. We always appreciate it. Good luck this week. We're looking forward to it.
Thanks.
I'm Big Game James McCarty with head coach Karla Nelson of the Dragon women's basketball team. Have a great rest of your day.